If you've been stuck in the six-figure business world for too long and you're looking to build that seven-figure next season of your life, this video is going to give you some of the things I've helped my clients implement to get through that seven-figure barrier. What's up, everybody? I'm Mike Claudio, owner of WinRate Consulting and host of the Big Stud Podcast. Please subscribe to this channel on a regular basis. We're putting out these types of videos to help you win fast and win often. Look, I see a lot of people get stuck in that sub seven figures. You're at $400, $500, $600, maybe $700,000 a year, but you really just want to get that next comma. You want to get over that hurdle and break through that seven-figure business mark, but you're kind of feeling stuck, right? Or you wouldn't be searching YouTube for the answer. But hopefully this video is going to help you figure that out, and a few things that I've done in my businesses and I've coached my companies and my clients through. So the first thing is you've got to stop being owner-operator. That's one of the biggest issues I see that stop people from being able to progress through it. What I mean by that is you can't be the person with the tools in your hand, the tool belt on, the equipment on site every day. You physically can't be in your business on a regular basis and be able to work on your business to get to that next level. There's probably a list of a dozen things over the last year that you said, I really got to do this, or this would help, or this would help, or I should do this, or I should do that. But you haven't been able to find the time to do it because you're too much in your business. So I'd suggest hiring either somebody to train to take over your responsibilities, maybe finding some subs that you can then give that work to that can handle it, or obviously looking to try and find the perfect employee who can actually replace you right away. Depending on what you do might be easier. Like if you're a power washing company, finding someone to replace you on the wand is probably a little bit easier than if you're a custom carpentry company doing high-end luxury trim work. A little bit harder to replace yourself, but you don't have a choice. If you want to grow, you're going to have to do some tough stuff and go through that challenge of bringing people onto your team and getting you out of within the business. The second thing is you've probably built your company by word of mouth only. And I am 100% Mr. Referral guy, Mr. Word of Mouth. That is my world. But you probably haven't made an intentional effort to grow your online presence. So social media, YouTube, Facebook groups, Instagram, all the places that people start to grow. And here's the value in that. When you're growing by word of mouth, you're literally one relationship to the next, one-to-one, which is fine, and you'll grow that way. But you're not going to get past the seven-figure mark only doing that. Let me take that back. You'll get there, but it's going to take a lot longer than you want it to, okay? But ultimately, when you post on social media, or you post in a Facebook group, or you get on the Nextdoor app, and if you don't know what those are, I highly suggest figuring that out. Watch some of my other videos. But that's where you can touch a lot of people at one time. Like one Facebook post, one Instagram post, one post in a Facebook group or Nextdoor can get hundreds, if not thousands, of impressions. What an impression is somebody seeing your brand, hearing your message, and learning more about you. You can use things like Instagram to drive your website, or your website to drive your YouTube, and all these things are not difficult, they just take time, which is why it's so important to get yourself out of the field, that owner-operator environment. The third thing that you can do is raise your prices. Everybody's like, well, what if everybody starts saying no? Yeah, but what if everybody still says yes? I'll tell you, 80 to 90% of my customers that I suggest a price increase typically keep or increase their close rate, because when you start believing in what you're worth, other people start believing in what you're worth. So if you've taken yourself out of the business, got very intentional with your marketing campaigns, and let's talk about spending money and running ads, I'm just saying being visible there, increase pricing. Those three things alone, which all are in your control, none of them are very costly, like they're not expensive to do. Most of them are easy to implement in the grand scheme of business life. You will grow to seven figures or more. I promise you. And then you'll start to see, you'll start to adapt, you'll start to understand other things you can do within your market, your ecosystem. But if you can get yourself out of the business, start to be more visible with an online presence, and raise your prices, and your pricing, Mike, I can never raise my prices. If you're looking right now at your market and there's somebody out there that's charging more than you and winning, you can raise your prices, period. Because they have trucks, they have offices, they have employees, they have overhead, they have insurance, they have all the things that you're not spending money on, and they're winning at a higher price point. So I believe and know for a fact that you can as well. So do those three things and you will start to move beyond the seven-figure mark, probably quicker than you might think. because it's amazing what your head can do when you give it more time to think on the business instead of being head down, hands down in whatever it is that you're doing. So try those 3 things. Let me know how it goes. Connect with me on Instagram at WinRate Consulting. Listen to the podcast, Big Stud Podcast. A ton of great information there for entrepreneurs and small business owners. But ultimately, I want you to win fast and win often. I've built an entire brand around helping other people become champions of their life. Implement. Take action from this. Don't just go to the next video and try and find an easier way. I'm telling you, those 3 things will get you to 7 figures if you focus on making it happen. If I can help you with that, let me know. Connect with me on Instagram at WinRate Consulting. I've helped hundreds of business owners at this point make this transition into the 7-figure mark, and I want to help you too. Again, I'm Mike Claudio, owner of WinRate Consulting, and I like helping people like you win fast and win often.